Madsen told me this is not just an MMA event, it's an historic event, and he is extremely proud to be here. But he said he needed to acquire a lot of fight IQ to step up against a very tough opponent.
Yeah, Belluardo is just going to wait and see what Madsen's going to bring to the table in this first round. I think that's what I would do if I was up against him. Just defend as much as you can, get a good read on him, try and get him into the second round. With him being such a finisher, you know, dragging this fight out might be a benefit to you. That's a good confidence booster, right?
Belluardo, yeah.
Oh, got there eventually.
Belluardo.
Here's the elbows.
Scrambling back to the fence.
Oh, he's getting the work.
Very heavy right hand from Madsen, who was smashing the strength and explosivity tests at the UFC PI.
He's chasing the neck. The thing is, when you're such a strong wrestler as well, it's second nature to you, so you can focus on all of the other aspects. These elbows are killer. Wow.
Repeating elbows, slicing elbows and thudding elbows. Madsen.
This is going to get stopped.
Madsen gets the win in his debut here in Denmark.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Leon Roberts has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 12 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by TKO, Mark the Olympian Madsen.
Dalby in the red, Olivera in the yellow, but you would know that already. The karate stylist Dalby from right here in Copenhagen, making his emotional return after 3 years away. He put together a very nice resume of finishes in between times, as we see a capoeira setup from Cowboy.
What we've seen from Dalby when he stepped back to Cage Warriors and was taking fights over there, he started to put really nice long combinations together. Long hand striking combinations, finished with head kicks. And the thing with Alex Oliveira, he gets a bit wild in there. Sometimes you have to chase him down with a few shots first. You don't want to let him play on the outside too much. See how he leans over.
And he's a fast starter, too.
Fast starter.
He likes to crack you and get after you early.
It's a good start to the first round here for Dalby, although he got caught with the right hand there. He's not rushing himself. He's not over-enthusiastic. Letting the...
Oh, he's gone chasing. Flipped him a couple of times.
That's those head kicks on the end. Did you see that, Paul?
Yeah, and he's got to be careful, too, though, because one of the things Oliveira likes to do is that slip back. You see him slide back, big, long right hand. And he can do that and cover a lot of distance with that right hand. So he was trying to fade him into rushing in right there.
Yes.
But Dalby doing a great job so far, not getting caught with it as much.
Dalby trying to smoke out the options that Charles Oliveira is going to go with. A nice double leg entry there. Great takedown defense by Oliveira, though, as you would expect.
Double underhooks now for Dalby against the fence. Drives the knee forward, looking for the outside trip. The former rodeo bull rider is not going to be easy to upset the balance of as Dalby finds himself on the mat.
Good work elevating the legs here, forcing Dalby to his back. Dalby with a butterfly hook, using that to create some space at the moment. Got to watch these shots coming down from Oliveira.
Oliveira found himself on the bottom against Gunnar Nelson. It was the end of that fight for him. He's trying to do the same to Dalby.
Just more volume.
More volume.
That's what they want. They think that, you know, they think he's tired. They want him to just get more output, but he's got this almost karate style going on in this fight this time. He definitely switched something up here a little bit. Now he's saying an eye poke.
This is a habit that we've got to stop, where the fighters can stop the fight themselves. This is inexperience from the referee. So young fighters out there, if your opponent turns away and starts covering their eye, attack that person, because it's not their choice.
Defend yourself at all times.
At all times.
Did someone put something in Dan's drink?
I'm all fired up today, John. It's because I've been
I
shadowboxing in the octagon before the fight starts.
I always do that. Oh! See, that's where it's... Dalby's got to be careful. He's rushing in. Oliveira's...
Head kick!
Oliveira takes it well, looking for a takedown off the back of it. Nice switch
by Dalby.
By Dalby. He's in a better position now. Let's see what he can do in a top position. In his last fight, it was a very bizarre ending. He opened up a cut, there was a cut, there was a lot of blood, and it actually caused the end of the fight because the surface was too bloody, and they had to stop it. It was a vinyl canvas, it wasn't safe to fight on. With that huffing and puffing is the Danish fighter.
Nice shot there, right on the eye. That hurt Oliveira a little bit.
Really great chest pressure as well. Good work by Oliveira getting back to his feet, but that's going to take some out of his tank. A bloody nose as well on Oliveira as well.
Nicholas Dalby looks as big and as thick and as muscled up as I've ever seen him too, John. He's big, strong boy.
Nice, beautiful combinations. Oliveira's covering up, but don't be surprised if he comes back with a haymaker.
It's deafening in here as Nicholas Dalby lands more and more shots and increases the pressure on Cowboy Oliveira. This is arguably the hardest part of mixed martial arts, this grind up against the fence.
Ends up
It's tap on the back.
Oh!
A couple of times, Oliveira throwing up his feet, made a connection with Dalby. Dalby says he's okay. They're taking a timeout.
No up kicks, okay?
No, start them down.
Start them here.
Last few seconds in the round, they start back vertical, but I think the advantage was given away there. It was Dalby's choice. And that is the end of the round. We will be back in 30 seconds. Getting the fighters ready. They engage for the third and final round.
He's landed some solid. There's that kick you're talking about.
Whisked through the air, didn't catch a target, however.
He stitches them on to the end of his combinations perfectly, and oftentimes people are slipping from one side to the next, and he forces them to headbutt the kick. Double leg entry from Dalby, drives him into the fence. He's got to defend that guillotine attempt here. I've seen too many guys hang out in guillotines that they think are safe, and
just
then they get
slowly
tightened
cinch
up.
it in.
Right?
Yeah, if they're a good jiu-jitsu guy, they'll find a way.
Good work from Oliveira to dig the underhook and turn on Dalby. He's now positioning himself to reap that leg or kick out the opposite one.
Looking to move around. Oh,
Nice
that
hip
was a good
bump
leg.
out to the canvas.
In his corner.
Oliveira's going to need to use all of that experience in the octagon that he's earned over the years.
With a guy as strong as Oliveira on top of you, sometimes you've got to turn to all fours or find a way to get separation between you, push their head to one way or the other, and try to work your way up, because you don't have a wizard right here.
Oh, and the referee has taken away position and stood them up. Cowboy Oliveira was working from there.
Yeah, not sure about that one.
That was definitely a gift there.
Octagon jitters for referees sometimes, perhaps.
But now we're even, right? I mean...
Well, Oliveira literally jumped into a double leg, working on a single now to try and take this one back down horizontal. Dalby looking for that switch that worked so well earlier.
Oliveira all over it this time.
Yeah, squares up, goes back to the other side. And once again...
Nice underhook, he's going to watch his arm.
Oh, nice transition.
That was beautiful.
Is there a triangle here if he can get his foot free?
Yeah, his foot's still stuck across the belly right now.
Dalby's
I
got to
think
be
the
aware of
posture
that.
here, yep. He's smart, he's keeping this tight across the belly. He wants to keep that leg trap.
Dalby gets his shoulders through. Now he's in top position, looking to put pressure
To mount.
Nice work there from Dalby. Good response to being under pressure from Oliveira.
Especially with 1 minute left in the third round.
You have to wonder whether that extra takedown effort that he had to get to take the fight back to the floor took a bit of extra energy out of it
And
here.
you saw how worn out he looked in between the second coming into the third here. I don't know if Oliveira's got much left. There's a head and arm choke here.
Yeah,
he's
now
grabbing the wrist.
If Dalby gets that right hand free, there are problems for Oliveira.
I think he likes that position, that gift. Oh, he pulls that across. Last 10 seconds.
There's that wrist control you were talking about.
Dalby now raining down some terror on Oliveira, giving him a shelling.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision, Nikolás Locomotivo Dalby.
Over Ovince St. Preux. They touch him up. Lots of movement already for Olekseijczuk. I said earlier he comes in quick. I hope Ovince St. Preux is fully warmed up.
Olekseijczuk couldn't hold still in his corner. He was shadowboxing before the fight had even started. And as soon as he's now closing distance, you can see OSP's backed up to the fence immediately. He's looking for the single shots that will hurt Olekseijczuk. Oh! There's the power already.
Already a rally of shots from Olekseijczuk.
Body
to the
shots.
body too, man. He loves to dig to the body.
Yeah, poor old Gian Vellante still gasping for breath.
God, and that was as John.
Oh.
John was throwing that
Yeah.
right hand, and that's the worst time to catch that liver shot.
Because you're not ready for it.
Oh, and you're probably breathing,
Out.
you know, or in or
Yeah.
out at the same time, so it just takes everything out of you.
And when we asked him about whether he specifically thinks about body shots, he just shrugged it off. He said, just my boxing.
He's like
it
shrugged
wasn't
everything
really
off.
a thing. Like it's definitely your thing, bro.
Nice.
Bro,
He's
say,
investing in
bro.
that left hand.
He can do. So OSP now.
you know, St. Preux is a big guy for 205, and Olekseijczuk is undersized.
But he's just turned him on the fence.
And that's exactly what his corner and everybody said to us when we even brought it up in the interviews this week. It's just like, well, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, lovely.
Oh, beautiful straight left. OSP's hurt. He's scrambling to his feet. Tries on a Kimura here. Oh, that's tight. Ooh,
Just
wow.
slipped off.
Tell you what,
We
he's
know he can
strong.
finish those.
He's stronger than you think, too, Olekseijczuk. I mean, he's just throwing OSP around.
I don't know how that's possible. Whatever
I don't either.
Olekseijczuk is eating, I want to know about it.
Oh, beautiful body shot. OSP's in a defensive shell here.
It's like fiber optic versus
Dodger.
dial-up.
Watch your fingers.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Oh,
again to the body. The OSP corner told us that to get to the body, they've got to get through the range.
He
But
did that.
Olekseijczuk is getting through the range.
and when that overhand left's mixed up with the body shot as well, I mean, what do you cover first?
And you see, he doesn't give a break. See how he doesn't give a break whatsoever. OSP's trying to back up to get space, but Olekseijczuk is
Watch
not.
your fingers, both of you, okay? Watch your fingers, both of you.
See, I liked it that the ref is at least warning them to watch their fingers. He didn't stop
The
the
action
action.
continues. He's leading with the power hand.
Well, I think
That's almost insulting.
Yeah, I think a big part of that was Olekseijczuk wanting to keep the pressure on OSP, but not wanting to get poked in the eye moving forward.
That southpaw left is homed in on the chin of St. Preux.
Put your fingers away, keep your fingers in.
No, but OSP, if he does find that range or land his own power, could be the change that he needs right now. He's just trying to get that distance. And Olekseijczuk is there, but there you go.
Massive blitz
Back to
there
back.
from St. Preux. He just needs to get Olekseijczuk thinking about it now. Well, he literally has been in there with the very best, so he's seen everything. As Michał Olekseijczuk closes the distance once again and starts rattling the body of St. Preux. OSP goes high. We'll be back after the break.
Time, gentlemen.
I think they're trying to summon the evil villain in OSP that I don't think exists.
No, he's a nice man.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Oh, good body
He's doing
kick.
better work with these kicks, though.
Yeah,
For sure.
And that's something he talked about in the interviews, that he's got to get through my range. If he doesn't get kicked, he's got to eat the knee. But in the first round, he just couldn't quite get that distance that he needed for those kicks. Now he seems to big swing and a miss.
Oh, nice collar tie.
Good knee to the body there from OSP. See, this is smart, holding on to the head, wearing on him a bit.
Tidy work from St. Preux.
This is better work from him here.
Yeah, much better here in round two. He's finding a way to have that. There we go. Beautiful takedown right into half guard. And this is where OSP can slow down.
Yeah, and he's also
Olekseijczuk.
positioning himself for the Von Preux choke, which he's
Wow.
locked up here. He actually put the
Yes.
arm over the back of his head.
the
Now he's got
No
the pass.
way.
Now he's driving into the chest. This is where the pressure comes from OSP. If he gets this again, we're definitely changing the name of this submission.
Olekseijczuk's doing a really good job of showing that he's still in this.
Tap his head. Wow!
He's done it again!
Wow!
OSP with the Von Preux choke!
Unbelievable. That's amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Leon Roberts has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 14 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by submission due to the Von Flue choke, Ovitz St.
Yeah, he does look a lot bigger. Iwan Kutelaba has never been a particularly big light heavyweight, though. I've always felt like he was kind of caught between the two weight classes. The only thing that keeps him in this weight class really is his punching power.
Oof. Oh, that's huge. But he dumps him down to the canvas and then jumps straight on top.
Roundtree scrambling back to his feet here, but Kutelaba's adamant on finishing this
Nice
takedown.
job on pushing that head away.
Really stuffed the head well.
He's got to address this takedown, though. He's throwing these big punches. I like it, but nice elbow. But he's got to deal with that leg that Kutelaba has right now instead.
Don't do that again.
And the constant getting back to your feet when being taken down is exhausting as well, you know?
Yeah, it's much harder on you getting up than it is the guy to just trip you again like that if he catches a kick.
So in that clinch position.
Oh, that made Kutelaba separate right there. That elbow woke him up. He didn't like that.
Oh, the crowd enjoying this one. Lovely counter work there from Roundtree. Coming out of that southpaw stance.
Take a look at the face now. It's a totally different face than when he started this fight.
Superman punch from Kutelaba lands.
Oh, beautiful timing.
Lovely stuff. This is living up to all expectations right now.
And this is...
Oh, that was a huge elbow.
Kutelaba curling those elbows into target. Now using the fist as his weapon of choice.
So this is where the full investment in Muay Thai can work against you when you find yourself on your back.
That elbow, I heard that elbow land here.
Kutelaba's waiting.
Someone's bloody.
It's got to be Roundtree from that elbow.
Oh, nice work by Kutelaba to sweep the legs from...
Oh, these are big shots. These are big elbows.
These are some of the biggest elbows I've seen in a while. Kutelaba
Roundtree looks
piling on the pressure.
He looks like he's stuck.
Wow. Gets another stoppage here in Copenhagen. He is back in the win column.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 35 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Iwan the Hulk Kutelaba.
He wears the green, Nelson in the black. You know, they fixed those errors. One of them was the leg kicks, so it's looking like he's trying to inflict some damage the other way this time out.
Straight right, left hook.
It's almost the same style that Gunnar uses that we saw Alex Oliveira trying to use earlier tonight, too. That sitting back with that wide stance, counter right, on the bottom position. They both want to be in top position, so it's going to really come down to who can time the takedown, who can knock somebody down.
And they are top game.
Yeah, nobody's going to pull guard.
In their respective jiu-jitsu styles. I asked Burns if he felt that he was, like, what the difference was, and he said he felt he was a more aggressive jiu-jitsu fighter than what Nelson was. Nelson's a very controlling fighter.
The thing is, when you're so good at something, it's difficult to stop that process, but the halting in the process of Gunnar Nelson, we would expect is as soon as it hits the floor.
Ooh.
Counter-striking from Gilbert Burns coming up the center with the uppercut as well. Very evenly matched, these two.
Here we go, at least we're clinched up here.
I think I may have said earlier that Nelson was an ADCC champion. I don't think that's correct. I know that to my BJJF credentials, world champion, gi and no gi.
You're fired.
2000, about 10 years ago.
Got the takedown.
Now, watch Gunnar will not settle in Gilbert Burns' guard. He doesn't want to be dealing with guard passing at this stage. Burns going for an ankle lock, but he's only controlling the leg with his arm. He doesn't have a leg through.
Last 10 seconds. What can Nelson do from here?
Especially for Gilbert, who can throw up arm bars like crazy.
Exactly.
But we are not in a jiu-jitsu match.
True.
No.
It only took one clean shot that I remember, and he was able to feel the movement of Gunnar Nelson. So now he knows the familiar side that Gunnar wants to pass to, where he's going to put his legs when he's basing. there are certain reads that a competitor, a high-level competitor like Gilbert Burns would have got from that exchange.
Good kick there from Gunnar.
Nelson was talking about how he finally has a kind of a striking coach, an actual boxing coach who's putting everything together for him rather than just teammates that were holding pads and giving advice, and that has helped his development in that area.
And that is huge. A lot of times boxing coaches will also have a coach and somebody that's the pad holder, and the coach will actually watch the pad work and coach you through it. So to have that is big, and you can see Gunnar landing some nice combos here in this second round.
He doesn't waste any energy, so he's not going to throw wild shots that may miss and may throw him off balance.
I might have called him the Tesla of MMA because I was a little more kind, but you can go with a Prius.
Big right hand there from Burns. And that's exactly what Henry Hooft was calling for. He said calf kick, right hook, and that's the exact combo that Gilbert just landed. That's what he wanted in the corner.
Such a good way of spreading his base, such a wide back and strong posterior chain.
And do we also look into the fact that Burns was a former lightweight as well? Or because we know that Gunnar's always been quite light in the division, there might not be so many advantages?
It wouldn't surprise me if they're about the same weight right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good balance by Gilbert Burns.
Work by Burns.
Little back elbow from Burns as well.
Nice knee to the ass cheek.
Hip toss by Burns.
He's on
going
the
for the neck. He's got nice job scramble.
What a jumping knee from Burns.
Well, these guys are way more than just grapplers, as we can see.
Clamped onto a neck. Head and an arm. Could be setting up an anaconda here. Oh, he rolls through. Look at Gunnar Nelson. Spreads his base wide so he doesn't get rolled, but that's still tight.
You can see his fingertips are falling off of his bicep a little bit.
So sweaty. It's hot in here, right? If we're hot, imagine how these guys are feeling right now. You can see the perspiration. I mean, it's warm. And things like that, like you said, you barely have the grip. If he was dry first round, he might be able to squeeze more. But he's definitely stolen the round with this ending and position right here.
We'll be back in Copenhagen in 30 seconds.
They're having a real
these
good
guys
time
are easy guys to get. I love both these guys, to be completely honest.
As much as I love the matchup, I don't really want to see either of these guys get beaten up too much.
Let's call this one a draw.
Yeah, right.
But pay them both. Show them we got to pay them both, okay?
And as a fighter, I would always rather have a strong second round than a strong first.
Yeah, because then you're carrying that confidence into the third and final round.
Yep.
Nelson was hinting at the single leg, now collar tie. Very evenly matched in all ranges.
The elbow is there.
And it's here, I think, when we were speaking to Gunnar Nelson, he was talking about how he wasn't making the decisions fast enough. He wasn't moving quick enough.
He felt that judo attempt possibly there again.
Yeah, that hip throw was beautiful.
Oh, he's in tight. Beautiful job from Burns.
Gonna sliding down to the ankle to try and pull that out, but Burns' foot is chopped right up against the fence.
It's gonna be tough to do against somebody as talented as Gilbert Burns.
But that doesn't count. That's the previous career. I'm talking about this moment right now, where he's at in the welterweight division.
Yeah, the last two, no.
He's had two short-notice fights against two, arguably the toughest guys in the division has to offer. I mean, Gunnar Nelson and Alexei Kunchenko, they're not fights you want to take on short notice. Especially, Kunchenko being undefeated as well.
Oh, nice slapping right hand from Nelson as he closed the distance.
It's just to close the distance, though. There's no damage to Gilbert on that one.
Didn't hurt him at all.
It's the sting. They're stinging shots.
That kick, however, definitely just affected Gunnar. He tries to give his own back, but that was more shin.
I want to shout out Gilbert Burns for his activity as a teammate as well. Everywhere I've been around the world recently, Gilbert Burns has been there cornering and coaching. Very much a team player. But I think that side of things has added to his game as well.
Shoulder bumps. 45 seconds to go. I would not like to be scoring this.
Yeah, if something big happens here at the end of the fight like this.
Oh, big slam.
That could be it.
That was a big takedown as well.
Gilbert Burns Airways.
He made a point of that.
And if he takes the bag.
Oh, Can he get hooks in though? Not on Gunnar Nelson.
Beautiful
Beautiful scramble.
But Gunny's got to do something here if he wants to win this round.
It's tense in both corners. They're going ballistic in the blue and red corners right now. Burns forcing Nelson up against the fence at the moment. And that is the end of this thrilling contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision, Gilbert Durinho Burns.
5 5-minute rounds in the middleweight division. How will they set up? Straight to action is Hermanson. I think there was a low shot, but they get straight back to it. They're going to focus on Cannonier as Hermanson dives in early.
Straight in with that takedown attempt. This is an important one for Cannonier to defend. If he finds himself on the floor early, that means Hermanson can dictate this wrestling pace.
Yep. So far, decent job here from Cannonier, escaping out, getting distance. Nice job from Jared Cannonier, and like you said, Dan, that was crucial right there.
It's much more kind of hustle from body locks, try and, figure out how to take the base away of his opponent. Nice drive there, beautiful turn to the corner, good work by Cannonier to get back to his feet.
Suplex, belly to back style.
Gotta be careful, he almost threw himself on his own head.
Nice work to take the back.
But that was beautiful. Showing the strength from Hermanson as well.
Hermanson employing his ground assaults now. Very good positional work.
Beautiful work from Hermanson, scrambling to the top position. Look how strong.
Exactly that, Dan.
So strong is Cannonier.
Wow, good job.
And you spoke about chaining things together. Hermanson's trying to chain it all up.
Boy, nice again.
But he keeps that whizzer and stays up.
Oh, big uppercut from Cannonier. Cannonier's dealing with the pressure of being away from home as well, expertly.
Nice jab there. See?
Oh, that was a nice knee.
Slipping too hard with his hands down. If Hermanson decides to throw up a head kick. Nice leg kick, that hurt him.
Last few seconds in the opening round. Hermanson facing adversity. We'll be back in 30 seconds. The Joker versus the Killer Gorilla.
Smile on the face of Cannonier.
Check that one.
And it's normally the smile on the face of the Joker. Will that change?
Oh, that was a good uppercut.
Oh,
Hermanson looked like he's hurt here. Cannonier's throwing hard.
Quiet.
There's the ground and pound that Cannonier talked about as well.
Yeah,
he's hurt.
He said he has concussive ground and pound.
Oh! Wow!
Cannonier gets it done!
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard has called a stop to this contest at 27 seconds of round number 2, declaring the winner by TKO, Jared the Killer Gorilla